Hello and good morning. Today is January 27th, 2026, and you're listening to That's Old News, the daily download making old headlines hot again. I'm your host, Ainsley Harvey, and as always, we're looking at what went down on this day in history, which means we're rewinding it all the way back to ancient Rome in 98 AD, where Trajan becomes Roman emperor. Presiding over the Roman Empire at its greatest territorial extent, Trajan led several successful military conquests, including in Mesopotamia. He was acclaimed by the Senate as Optimus Princeps, aka the best ruler, for his philanthropic governance, social welfare programs, and extensive public works such as the construction of Trajan's Column and Forum, which became the world's first shopping mall. Moving forward to January 27th, 1756, and a musical prodigy is born. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, Austrian musician and composer, is born in Salzburg. Widely considered one of the greatest musical geniuses in Western history, he mastered every genre of his time and composed over 600 works before his passing at age 35. Meanwhile, on this day in 1825, US President James Monroe urges Congress to approve creation of Native American territory west of the Mississippi River for the relocation of Eastern Native tribes to promote their welfare and happiness. This, of course, was not their desire, with the forcible relocation becoming known as the Trail of Tears, as thousands of Native Americans were forced to relocate from their sacred lands. Jan 27th holds some pretty big birthdays, starting in 1850 with the birth of Edward Smith, the English naval captain of the RMS Titanic, who was born in Hanley, Staffordshire, as well as 1859, which marked the birthday of Wilhelm II, German Emperor and King of Prussia, who was born on this day in Berlin. Moving up to this day in 1880, and we have a huge technological step forward with Thomas Edison patenting electrical incandescent lamps. Controversially, Edison's key contribution was not inventing the first light bulb, but developing a long-lasting carbide filament and the electrical system needed for widespread domestic use. Meanwhile, this day in Russia in 1944, the siege of Leningrad is lifted by the Soviet army after more than 880 days, and 2 million Russians were killed in the conflict against the Germans. The German surrender came against the express wishes of Adolf Hitler. Speaking of conflicts, this day in 1973 saw the formal signing of the Paris Accords by the US, North Vietnam, South Vietnam, and the Viet Cong to end the hostilities of the Vietnam War. Claiming the lives of around 1.3 million peoples, the treaty was signed in the Hotel Majestic in Paris. And lastly, our condolences go out today to Andre the Giant, who died on this day in 1993. The French pro wrestler won the World Heavyweight Championship in 1989, while also taking up roles in several movies, including The Princess Bride, where his role as Physique, the Gentle Giant, is beloved throughout the generations. He very sadly passed due to congestive heart failure at 49 years old. And that's old news from this day in history. I'm Ainsley Harvey, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.